If you've ever walked out of an IEP meeting feeling confused, pressured, or unsure of what just happened, you're not alone. Because even when school teams seem helpful, there's a lot they don't tell you. Not because you're uninformed, not because you don't care, but because most parents have never been told what their rights really are. Today, I'm going to change that. If you want to walk into your next IEP meeting with confidence, clarity, and the legal tools to back it up, click the link below and download your free Know Your Rights Parent Legal Power Pack. It has exact phrases, scripted requests, and letter templates to make your voice impossible to ignore. Hi, I'm Mary Vest, former special education teacher, administrator, and founder of the Advocate Ally. Today, I'm walking you through 5 rights that schools won't always explain, but they're yours under federal law. And when you know them, you stop getting brushed off, sidelined, or pressured into signing something that doesn't sit right. Let's dive in. Right number 1, you can give partial consent. Some parents think they have 2 choices: sign the IEP or reject the whole thing. But IDEA gives you a third option: partial consent. That means you can say, I agree with these services, but I don't agree with this placement. Your child can start getting support right now, even while you continue to challenge the parts that don't serve them. Here's why this matters. If you reject the whole IEP, services can stall. The team might delay reconvening and your child loses time. But partial consent keeps everything moving where you agree, while you keep fighting for better services in the areas that matter most. A real example: a parent I worked with agreed to speech and OT services, but withheld consent on behavior goals that weren't measurable. That gave us time to rework them without losing access to the support her child already needed. And yes, it's 100% legal, but many schools don't talk about that option unless you ask. Right number 2, you can take the IEP home without signing. You do not have to sign the IEP in the meeting, not when the room is watching, not when you feel pressure, not when it's handed to you with a smile. The IEP is a legal document. Once you sign, it governs your child's education, services, placement, and long-term supports. It's the blueprint. So take it home. Say, thank you, I'd like to review this in full before signing. Here's why this is so important. IEP meetings move very fast. It's hard to process everything in real time. When you bring the document home, you can reread the goals, compare past reports, talk to your spouse or doctor or a trusted friend, follow up with written questions, and most importantly, you give yourself space to think, to move from emotional reaction to strategic action. That's powerful. And right number 3, you can request an independent educational evaluation, an IEE. Let's say the school evaluates your child and they say they're within average range, or we don't see anything that qualifies them. But you know something's wrong. You've seen the meltdowns, the delays, the red flags. You don't have to accept the school's conclusion. You have the right to request an independent educational evaluation, or IEE, at public expense. Here's what that means. You choose the evaluator. They conduct a full professional assessment. The school pays for it. You just have to say, I disagree with the school's evaluation and I'm requesting an IEE at public expense. Put this in writing. The district must either approve your request or file for due process to defend their evaluation. And let me tell you, most districts approve it. Due process is costly. They want to avoid it. An IEE can open the door to new eligibility, updated goals, more appropriate placement, additional services or supports. It gives you leverage, data that isn't coming from the same team making the decisions. And yes, it's your right under federal law. Right number 4, placement is more than just a classroom. When schools talk about placement, they often mean general education with supports, resource program, special day class. But placement is about so much more than just the room. It includes the level of structure, the environment, public, private, therapeutic, the location, in district or out of district, related services delivered outside of the classroom. And here's the key. Placement decisions must be based on your child's needs, not on what's available, affordable, or convenient. Let's say your child is struggling emotionally and the school's only offer is a mild, moderate classroom. But what your child really needs is a therapeutic setting. You can challenge that placement. You can ask what data supports that recommendation. What other options were considered? Was this based on staff availability or student need? The district must respond. And yes, you can use your IEE to push for a different placement. I've seen this work over and over again. It takes persistence, but it's possible and it's legal. Right number 5, you can pause the meeting, reschedule, or bring help. IEP meetings are emotional, they're fast-paced, and often they're overwhelming on purpose, but here's your right. You do not have to sit through an entire meeting if you're confused, triggered, or unprepared. You can say, I'd like to stop here and continue at a later date. You can also bring a support person, spouse, therapist, family member. Ask for an interpreter. Record the meeting and check your state laws on that. Ask for a draft of the IEP meeting in advance. Participation is more important than presence. It's all about access, and you have the right to slow the process down and make it fair. You are not being difficult. You're being strategic. Let's recap. You can give partial consent. You can take the IEP home. You can request a second opinion, IEE. You can challenge placement. You can pause the meeting and bring support. These aren't loopholes. They're federal protections put in place so parents don't get steamrolled in meetings. So don't wait to be handed your power. Take it. Click the link below to download your free Know Your Rights Parents Legal Power Pack. It has the language, templates, and the confidence building tools to make your next IEP meeting your most effective one yet. I'm Mary Vest. Let's fix your IEP starting today.